Cheers, everyone. Welcome to another episode of GrowFourShow. Today, hanging out here, me and Schwoob. Just going to do a regular hangout day again. We kind of really like these. Don't need to keep on topic too much. We kind of just chat a little bit about our gardens. We'll give you a little info about how our life's going. We'll be open. Maybe if anyone wants to jump on, can maybe throw the link up today and do a little hangout. So Shroop, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I've had to work day off work today, dealing with some little bit of heat stroke, but I'm feeling better. So it's yeah, back to business. Pretty much slept all day and played with the kids. Nothing wrong with that. Garden's doing pretty good. I got the autopot system in full swing now. The green planet nutrients seem to be doing pretty well. I've also added Kenenzymes. Because we were talking about earlier, I reuse my cocoa, so I take out the big root ball, but there is the odd entrails that stay in there. So just to break that down a little bit easier, I'm adding it this run just to see what happens. And so far, within the first 7 days, you see the little bit of the white fungus start building up on the surface, where you're initially kind of worried about it, but it's supposed to be there.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So Bill, it's what product was it? Kenenzyme?
Yeah, Kenenzyme.
Okay.
So
cool.
It's got pretty much no MPK value. It's just straight enzymes.
I think it's like that SLF 100. I think it's similar to what that is. Just an enzyme for breaking down root mass and dead root mass. Yeah. Super cool. Super cool. Anything else new in the garden? I know you got some your autopots set up now.
Yeah. So like I telling you a little bit earlier there, I almost lost the golden goat, the keeper. I was very scared about that. And I have 2 of them going. So the dragon punch didn't carry over. It didn't take roots. So oh well, I'll pop some new seeds and get that going again. But I carry 2 golden goats S1s from my Region X into one autopot with the air dome, another autopot with the just straight cocoa. So we can have a great example of how it produces versus each one.
Cool.
Super hopefully the next couple of weeks, I'll get a little camera, do a little live stream, and yeah, we'll have a constant feed.
Awesome. Yeah, it'll be exciting to see the air dome differences. And now that we're doing, you got the same plant, same pheno, same time. Just hopefully, like you did say, one of them got a little stunted, but
no, both were stunted exactly the same. So they're
even better.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So they both didn't like the transplant.
Exactly. And they're both the exact same height. It's almost like a little bit of a re-veg setting in now. So it's
okay.
Like I said, it's going to send me back probably 2 weeks with the golden goat. And then I want to veg everything up 7 weeks minimum. I want to top everything as many times as I can. And we'll see what happens. So,
cool.
Yeah. It's going to be a long
run. It's going to be a long run. Yeah. 7 weeks of veg, 9 weeks.
Flower. Well, some of the strains are 11 weeks, I've noticed. So yeah.
Yeah, you'll probably go 9.
I'm looking at like 18 weeks of growing right now.
Yeah, shit. That's a long time. Well, hey, sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
You get the break from trimming 18 weeks. I don't have to trim essentially. I get to finish up this crop and that's it.
Yeah, trimming's fun.
Oh, it's my favorite thing. It's my favorite thing.
You've been doing that lately? Pretty good. I got a bunch of little cuttings in my veg garden. Most of them will end up turning into like a mother at this point. Cheers, Chiba. I just kind of popped a bunch of seeds a little while ago, and then I'm sure I've told this story already. I got super lazy through the summer and let everything overgrow and become ugly mothers. And I cut some clones off of those moms, and I've since now working on rooting those out. I took all the moms, cut them right down to like their last node, and then I threw them into a flowering tent. Now I'm trying to flower those out just for the hell of it. So I'm not like you waiting 8 weeks just to start a flower of 8 weeks. So if hopefully I'll be kind of on track after this, right? So maybe a little bit later, I can take a minute and grab my phone and we can jump in the garden there and I can show you quickly what the veg garden looks like and what the flowering monstrosity looks like.
I'd love to see what's going on there.
Yeah, it's a mess inside there.
It always is the first couple weeks of notice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you have like 3 or 4 guys helping you out in the mass grow, it's always gets a little bit tedious just to paint your plant count. And speaking of
No,
plant count, I think you got your license came in?
yeah. That's why
Yeah.
I'm able to finally pop seeds and get some clones, and more than the 4, which is nice. It's really nice. So also, which is really cool and something I've been looking forward to, is being able to create a little more content. You know, um, you only got 4 plants. They're either vegging or they're flowering, and there's not a lot. There's not a lot of action in between. Like I can't pop seeds. I can't, because I'm always like, hey, I got 4 plants. Well, now I can a little bit bigger plant count. I can work on um, popping seeds, finding genetics that really actually help me medically,
Yep.
because that's important. It's hard to cycle through genetics and find what you need if you've got no space.
Well, that's just it. Now is where you get to have the fun of actually finding a keeper, not just a decent plant, a true keeper.
Right?
So yeah.
Yeah, that excites me.
Everyone's asked, like, how do you know if you have a keeper? Let's put it this way. If you grow a plant and you grow it out, and then after it's long gone, you think about, you wish you had it, you probably had a keeper.
Yeah. You let a keeper go.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I've ever let anything go that I'm look back at right now. I remember old strains that some friends had that are gone and we kind of miss, but I never grew them myself.
What's one strain that you miss?
From the old days that my
Yeah.
buddy had was a crazy cut of Bubba. I just loved it. And he lost that cut. I mean, there's lots of other good Bubbas around. I just enjoyed his. It was so good. Sad.
I think mine would be lemon hash plant.
Oh yeah.
I can vividly remember a specific half ounce I bought from math class in grade 11. And it hit the spot.
Yeah, that's awesome. Lemon hash plant. Yum. Got a 10-minute warning till 1-minute warning till 7:10.
10. Ian,
I
you're
don't have
just
any
in time.
dabs with
Looking
me
at
right now.
30%.
Fuck.
Cheers, Lori.
Cheers, Lori. Cheers, Ian.
Ian, what strain is it? 38%. I'm very curious on this.
About to try some 38% THC, but he's like this.
Yeah. Very questionable at 38.
Yes. I would like to know what this is.
One thing I would like to remind people that the testing, there is a variance, usually 3%. So it can vary up or down 3%. Some companies go 5. I've seen as high as 7, which is kind of outrageous.
I've never had anything tested, and I don't know too much about the process of testing, but I have heard that there's ways to kind of
cheat it
a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Sending drier herb is a way to cheat it.
You want a really cheap way of doing it, and I hate to say it.
Prune your bud really well.
That's one way of that, or you have keef afterwards. You did a trim, just roll keef,
throw a little keef in there. Yeah, there's lots of different ways. I'm sure. I would like to think that people don't do that, but people are people. They do everything.
I would say individual growers, no. I would say corporations more likely to do it.
Of course,
they got to get those numbers.
Of course,
strawberry milk from Smarty Plants.
Strawberry milk. That sounds like, honestly,
pretty
delicious.
Tasty. Yeah,
I love strawberry milk. The sticker on it says 46.54 total cannabinoids, 38.39 THC. Beautiful.
Yep. Cheers, Boom Farms. Thanks for tagging in.
Cheers, Boom. Yeah, dry sample keef. That's right. Yeah, it's hard to say. I actually was away and did the dirty deed and bought something at a dispensary again, which I don't really do very often.
Were you happy with it this time?
Yeah, I was, because I bought a fucking vape cart, live resin. I was like, I'm not gonna buy flour and get something I won't like. But this was delicious, man. Banana punch.
And who was the maker?
White NGL. Never heard of them before. Sorry, let me see if I can't get this to. There's their logo. Mother trucker.
Fighting with it.
Yeah. Oh.
There we go. Yeah, you can kind of make it out.
Yeah. Sorry, everyone. What do we got going on? THC 769 milligrams.
Okay.
CBD 1.74 milligrams. Stigma Grow. Oh, maybe that's the company.
Stigma Grow would be the plant provider, and then probably the white label would be the producer of the
The
extract.
grower. Okay. So info at stigmagrow.ca. And nothing else really important on here.
And was that off a dispensary or reserve?
Yeah, it was a dispensary in Sook, BC.
Oh, nice.
Called something cannabis, whatever their fucking area code is, because it was like 264 cannabis or something like that. I believe that's what their area code was. Maybe not area code, but probably their maybe it has to do with their postal code or something, because there was lots of businesses around there with that same 3 digits on it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Nice.
So what's everybody smoking on in chat?
I'm still kind of hooked on strawberry milk here. I'm
Yeah,
kind of
Ian,
low key searching on my phone here to see what it is.
I try not to like smoke vape carts that much because it's always like coffee on me. Like I feel it in my lungs. I'm like, huh. The next day I'm like clearing my throat all day. But I buy them when I'm out and about because they're nice to have. And I was away on vacation and I didn't want to stink everywhere up every time I want to smoke a joint. So I grabbed some of these carts. They're this is it right here. They're only half-gram carts.
Okay.
But they're $30.
Not bad.
No. Dispensary price. Yeah, I enjoy the flavor though. All there in flavor.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely. 6 minutes till go time, everybody. Yep. If anybody wants to jump on and hit 420 with us, I did share the
You gotta pin it.
yeah, I don't remember how I'm gonna I have to sign in as GrowFourShow. Yeah, so garden's coming along. We were talking a little bit about trimming earlier. You were saying are you finished trimming yet?
No,
are you done yet?
No.
Yeah, that's what I was
I'm still shucking seeds. I hate to admit it.
Shit. I was wondering about that.
Yep, still shucking seeds. I trim as I need. On the plus side, it's been pretty. It's been on hanging 4 weeks, but now I've raised humidity to 55, so it stays a little bit on the wet side, but not a lot of airflow, so I'm not too concerned about it.
That's fine.
It's been coming out perfect.
Yeah, you could keep it at 60 as long as your temperature's good, and you'd be fine.
Well, it's the color room, so it kind of swings a little bit. So 55, I noticed
55 is fine.
Yeah,
you can leave it there and probably not even have to trim it until you need it, right? As long as
that's how I've been doing it. It's been great.
Yeah, and the consistency is still nice.
Yep.
Yeah, you can. I don't know, actually, if you can get a full cure that way or not, because
I would. Okay,
because I think doesn't the cure have to happen because it's sealed and the gases?
It has to go into an anaerobic state, and you can't do that in an open space. But you can knock out a bunch of the chlorophyll, drying it before you go to the cure, cutting down your cure.
Right. You still want to cure.
Yeah. So what I've been doing lately is I trim what I need, so say an ounce or so for the week, put it in the jar, and because it's been hanging for so long and all the moisture, it's at that right moisture content. I'd say it might be a little on the light side. I'll let it sit in the jar for a week and a half. Put a Bovita pack, bring it back up to humidity, and it's good.
Of course.
I eat afterwards.
Yeah. Good.
Cheers, bro. Chris.
Oh, perp. Cheers, buddy. Haven't seen you forever, man.
Man, the myth, the legend.
I miss you, perp. Cheers, Mertz.
We got a 4-minute warning.
What's your favorite technique for trimming? Do you like to wet trim or dry trim?
Pay other
I know you're doing a dry trim now, right? That was funny. I know you're dry trimming now, but
so I have a bowl trimmer. I've tried it out. It has a wet blade and a dry blade. For me, if I have a shit ton of plants and they go into a bunch of lowers that I'm not too concerned about, I will use the bowl trimmer. I know I'm terrible, but for the big top colas and pretty much anything the top third of the plant, I'm hand trimming it.
Yep.
Trim bin, scissors, icy propyl alcohol. Gloves, all
dry
set up. Yeah.
dry trim. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I just started
Nope.
dry trimming about 3 years ago. And before that, I was always wet trim.
Now I will say I take most of the leaves off before it's even dried. So like right
Mhm.
when I'm going to cut it down, I'll strip all the leaves off. I'll leave some of the sugar leaves for the most part because I don't like the chlorophyll dripping on the bud. So
I feel like when I do a dry trim, two things. One, I like leaving the leaf on there because it helps it take a little longer to dry out, which helps with my whole curing process. And
yep, protects the trichomes too.
yeah, and then the other reason is I feel like I didn't take nearly as many trichomes off when I'm dry trimming, and when I'm wet trimming, I don't really notice it. When I'm dry trimming, like you can almost see them falling off the plant. So you're like really gentle, you take your time. And when I'm wet trimming, the bud almost always turns out nicer looking because I like, you kind of like shave it and do
Yep.
things that you shouldn't be doing to it. If you ever make hash or you squish your weed for rosin or whatever, I think that was the day that I was like, okay, gotta be more careful with my weed, and I started really kind of learning I didn't really realize it when I started that everything that's the goods is on the outside of the plant. You know what I mean? Like anyway, so it's nice. I like dry trimming now. That's my technique.
To me, like I do enjoy dry trimming better for the sheer fact that I don't always have to use scissors. I can just put some gloves on, get the thumbs going like some joysticks, and knock the little sugar leaves off. Just
Yeah, I do that.
I've been training this my whole life. I got this. But yeah, so I'm currently in the deed of trimming and seed chucking for probably the next 3 nights.
Oh, yay.
That's if I want to get caught up. If I want to be lazy and just do it the way I'm doing it, I can go indefinitely.
It'll be another week or two. You got 7 weeks before you need that place. No, you got longer than that.
Well, I'm going to just flower in that tent in right now. I'm not doing perpetual because I'm going to be
Yeah,
honest. Like, I probably got to collapse that one tent just to get room for the baby stuff. We're
hmm
going to be switching Hunter's room out here and bringing Ellie's stuff up, and plus the new kid. Things are getting tight
Yeah.
in the house.
Oh, cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Happy 420, everybody. Anybody want to
I'm mentally
do
smoking some
it?
Scarlet Begonias.
Oh, yummy.
I had it before I came up here, and it's decent.
Okay.
Even the wife's like, "Is that your stuff?" It smells a little different. It's like fruity but funky.
That's cool.
Considering my wife hates weed and hates the smell of it, her compliment the smell of it.
That's cool.
Yep, I did something right
Maybe
there.
you're converting her.
Nope, nope,
No.
nope, nope.
That's funny.
Yeah,
That's really
convert.
funny.
You're not gonna convert sober Sally. That's for sure. I love her to death, but she's a sober Sally.
Oh, really?
It's better for everybody.
Yeah, I
She
guess.
says it. She drinks her wine when she's not pregnant, which hasn't been in like 4.5 years. So it's
That's funny.
yeah.
That's good though. Yeah, so maybe I should take a pop into the garden really quickly. We can take a look at it.
Do it up, but I want to take a minute and say my condolences to Chiba, man.
What are you seeing?
His mom passed away in May,
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
and he was away for 45 days and lost his entire garden.
Oh my goodness.
That's just ouch.
Condolences to you, my friend.
Yeah.
All right, let me see if I can pop in here.
I can't wait to see it.
Ah, it's me. All right.
This is the good angle.
Yeah, it's me, huh?
It's really weird being this angle and hearing the zipper. Not gonna lie.
Sorry about the zipper. All right, so this is my little vegetation space right now. Not much to it, just some girls kind of surviving. They went through a couple of weeks of getting rid of some bugs, which they're all gone now, I believe. We'll see. just keep on my pest management at this point. Got a few different strains in here. Got some Master Kush, got watermelon Skittles crossed with black cherry. Got something called Zelda Runts. Got something called
Zelda Runs intrigues me.
yeah, Zelda Runts is supposed to be like a Triforce OG crossed with Runts. It's from Hyrule Genetics.
Oh, nice.
Got some Primal Punch in here. There, that says Zelda Runts there. We got some watermelon Skittles. This is a honey cream. This was the bag seed, and she's fucking beautiful. That's another Primal Punch. Primal honey cream. Oh, Liberation OG.
Where is
That's
it?
the other. That's the other one I have in here.
Nice.
Right there. That's a Zelda Runs.
You should let me know how the Zelda Runs turns out.
Yeah, I will. And then just give me a second. Let's go take a quick look at my other garden.
It's amazing how once that license comes in, the number of 4 plants just quantifies quite quickly.
Yeah, well, I had enough time. I just fucking cut clones. Boom, 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 boom. Go for it.
Yep.
I got room. I got room now. All right. So this is what the flowering space is looking like at the moment. Nothing started yet, just kind of trying to create a base right now. This
What
is,
size trellis squares are those? Are they 3x3?
they're yeah, about that.
Yeah. Okay.
3x4.
Okay.
Yeah, because I know they're a little bit off, like a rectangular shape.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is my first level here, and it's ready to be flipped now. I'm just over, I like to get up about 6 inches, so it looks like just a little tiny garden, and then I flip it, and then I get my 2 feet of stretch from there.
So you put your first trellis right tight, eh?
Right tight. My first trellis is just for training.
Yeah.
Right. So
Okay.
I bend all these branches over. Like if you look at this branches, like it's coming up, it's all the way over here. This thing here is way, way, way over there.
Okay.
They bend like, I was just, because these were huge plants, right? But what happens when you take a huge plant like this and then you bend it over and then you flip it, it's got the roots to support this. So it's going to grow like a mother. Like they're going to get,
Nice and hardy.
Yeah. So, and I'll have 2 more layers of trellis when this is done. I'll have this one and the next one, and then everything under here will be completely gone. And then in between here, I do a little bit of pruning, and then I leave everything between the next 2.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes. These are some unknown strains, so I don't know how they stretch. I'm not completely sure what I'm going to get dealt with, but we will see.
You're going to have fun keeping that canopy as even as you can.
Yeah, it's definitely a chore, but I will have fun doing it.
Oh yeah.
And then next run, I'll know which one of these 6 I want to grow, which will lead to a monocrop of whatever that one is, or maybe do 3 and 3 of something.
Nice.
I mean, things are going to change a lot now that I can actually have more plants. I might do a garden with some smaller plants and do 9 or 12, because sometimes that's nice to have the variety, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My first couple grows with the extended license was just 1 strain, filling it up, and then eventually I started going, okay, let's do a couple strains, 2 at a time, 3 at a time. Now I'm doing every plant's different. If you're going to start off, I would suggest just doing 1 strain and figuring it out and getting really familiar with it. It's just easier to learn that way. And then when you add more plants to it and other strains, you understand what to look for. You know what your baseline is with your 1 strain, and then you can kind of just vary it a little bit, because every plant's not going to like the exact same diet. Same pH is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be just little things.
Yep. I've been lucky. I've literally been feeding them all the same. Like I can see it in my little veg garden. Like I got some that are really light green and some that are much greener. So those light ones, I can tell they're a little hungrier. Because I feed on the lower side all the time. Like I'm never like a heavy feeder.
Are you supplementing any CO2 in that little propagation area?
No.
So one thing I've noticed when I see this happening, where there's a certain strain that doesn't have quite the amount of green or nitrogen, I'll actually put like a CO2 canister by TMB Naturals right by it, and within 48 hours, it usually greens up pretty well because just because so much CO2 supplement.
I could see that. I mean, that's what they need to complete the photosynthesis, right?
Yep.
Yeah, maybe I get it. Maybe it's getting enough light. It's got enough nutrient there. It just doesn't have enough CO2.
Yeah, I'm really tempted to buy the PNL Grow System CO2 monitor just to see where my CO2 levels are in my tent.
I really need one. I know. I monitoring is really the next. Well, it's what's going to change the game from just growing to growing very well.
Okay, so we're kind of veering in this topic. I wanted to ask this, and I also want to ask the chat. I kind of asked the neighborhood the other day, where we're at in cannabis technology for growing at home. Where does everyone think the next big jump's going to be? Like we're pretty much plateauing at life. Like our diodes can get a little bit better, but percentage like output is like 2% different. So we're kind of maxing out here, and pretty much what we're at the max capacity for lights for a plant needs anyway for the space, unless we're in a massive area. CO2 is kind of at a standstill. We have the canisters, we have the regulator versions. I think it's either monitoring and the environment's going to be the next big push, or the actual tent itself. I think someone's going to change the game there.
I get it, like the actual grow space.
Yep.
Yeah, that could be better. They're not flimsy walls and sucking in and all the different little things.
I could see some little genius 3D printing something in their basement, like a little section adds on the wall, just for add strength and maybe vertical growing, just to use that dead space.
Yeah. It's hard to say. I do believe that the technology side is going to get big. I mean, it's already pretty big, but I believe that automation, I don't know if you pay attention to the other shows. Like I watch the GML show, and those guys, they're into like exact numbers of how much water they're putting in and waiting the right amount of time. Like they're weighing the pots and seeing the differences, and like it's going to be like, it would be really nice if we could have every pot on a scale.
Yep. Hooked up to a Bluetooth connector.
Poop's already making that, right? Like he's already on the go for that. He's been doing it, and he's doing a killer job.
Yeah, he saw that coming years ahead.
Years ago. He's been working on it. And I know on the last show, or maybe the show before that, he mentioned something about getting really close. So I'm excited to see what comes from there. But to me, that's a huge step in the right direction.
Yeah, knowing how much water versus plants pot size would be a ideal thing, especially if you could be all done by your phone. And then hell, it gets crazy. Just have individual connectors for, like, say, Autopod system or the Floraflex, where you can cut off from your phone that one feed supply to let it dry a little more or add extra water. That's I have to agree with automation there. That's
Ian said the next
I saw. I was trying not to laugh.
Shade cloth. I was talking about this the other day though with lights. From what I've been heard around the talk is that with the way the technology is right now, they're working on reducing costs of the items that they have, and instead of getting better and better, because they feel pretty limited right now. I don't know, unless there's a new technology made or something, but with where they're at with the LEDs, it's just working on bringing the cost down now, which is awesome. It'd be nice to have.
Great for home growers, great for commercial.
Yeah, it's really good.
But
Yeah, I
but to
don't
me,
know.
it's the tent. I think the tent's going to be the next thing to change. Either someone's going to design something better structure. Maybe just because I've had a tent collapse on me and I'm so bitter over it. But
Yeah,
yeah, like
yeah. Someone needs to. Maybe that's us. Let's put some work into that. Maybe we design the next Grow tent.
Ollie, where you at?
Yeah, 3D print. No, it's gonna have to be made out of metal. It's gonna need metal corners, metal poles, but it needs to have maybe some.
Does it need to be metal? Because if you think about it, composite is just as strong and a
Oh,
way
composite.
lighter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
composite. Yeah.
yeah. And you can 3D print composite.
Okay. All right. That's cool.
We'll continue this conversation later.
Yes, we will.
Patent pending.
That's awesome, patent pending. Yeah. Uh, HLG talking about getting into Home Depot. I can see that bringing the cost down. Absolutely. That'd be super cool. I think you can buy HLG at a Home Depot in the States already.
I would like to see the DIY kits at Home Depot for HLG.
That, that would be that would be dope.
That would
Yeah.
make sense. It's a do-it-yourself store, sell a DIY kit.
Yeah. That'd be super cool.
And I can see Home Depot getting their own little sponsorship with them and doing their own little custom box and HLG. Here.
I think that would be pretty easy for them to get. Yeah.
Those blank checks do wonders, eh?
No matter who you are, money will convert you. Yeah, it could. I mean, it's probably a deal not worth passing up. Getting into Home Depot, they have so many fucking stores,
And they treat their employees pretty
and they're
good.
just distribution. Do they?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
For the
I don't
most
know.
part, I've had a few friends work there and they've been there 15, 20 years. So yeah. It's not often to see people actually go to a store and say, hey, I should like working here.
Yeah. I love my job.
Dab goblin. Shh.
Ooh. Yes, yes, yes. That might
They know
happen.
too much. They know
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah. I think that getting into a big company like that would be super cool. And but it's also nice when they stay small and support the local grocery stores
Yeah.
and that kind of stuff too. So, you know, Home Depot's pockets are pretty lined.
But there's
Most
conflict
of
of
the little
interest
grocery stores are
contracts already
not.
signed with the hydroponic shops. So I guarantee you, if there's a hydroponic shop close to Home Depot, that Home Depot can't get the contract. We had the
Hopefully.
same issue. We had the same issue when we tried to get the wholesale program because they would be technically competitors for their other marketers or other
Yeah.
teammates. So
Yeah.
now, mind you, we don't have the money Home Depot does.
Nope.
So we'll
Like I
see.
said, money can change things. Yeah.
Do it up, T. Barrington. Have that dab.
Do it. Do it. I just did a bong hit. I'm probably gonna do another one.
I'm all jealous. You guys are smoking shit. I'm stuck in the room.
Sorry, bro.
It's starting to shake.
You gotta have to do one from outside. Do a show from outside one day.
I would if my bell didn't suck.
Your what?
Bell internet.
Oh, it's that bad?
It's not that it's bad as my back wall, my backyard is bricks, so no service goes through
Oh.
that. Yeah, it just cuts out.
Yeah, you have to bring your fucking
Router outside
outside.
with the cable.
It's not what you've been going.
If I'm doing that, it's gotta be a hockey weekend. So it's gonna be a fire going on. It's gonna be like the stars align.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, give you something else to put a TV on out there or something too. That's awesome. So what else is going on around right now? Anything new work?
With
How's work going?
work's been pretty crazy. Like I said, we got that hash press working out.
Yeah, cool.
It's the solution was actually just hard chroming the bits. So it's a food grade chrome, which when I told Ollie last night, he's kind of like, you're putting heavy metals into it. Hard chrome isn't like the chrome for your truck. It's used on food grade stamps all the time. So anything that's pressed will probably be a hard chrome. And they're heavily inspected. So like after every like 50 use to 100 use, they take a look at them and visually inspect them with a microscope to see if there's any flaking. So
Okay. And
if
this is
there
for
is flaking,
pressing keef
hash.
into hash?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
In large quantities quickly in small little pucks. So usually about a 1 gram puck, they can do a kilo a half hour. So it's
So does it like, do you like load it with keef and it like drops in and presses it, or
so you
do you
have
have to load it?
the
A
hopper
hopper.
up here. You fill up
Okay.
the hopper. It comes down to a downspout to a shaker table that comes in and out and keeps shaking it back and forth into a press. The press has a
Okay.
die up top. It comes down. An actuator pushes out the puck, and an airline pushes that puck off the machine, and then it's
Jesus.
done. And it happens in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, it does. That's
So yeah, it's
fantastic.
it's a game changer. So now we've got to make the machine a little more pretty, and yeah, I think we're good there.
Wow.
hmm
That's super cool, man.
Next project's my little personal rosin press.
Yeah. You guys already made a rosin press, didn't you?
We made a
You made
massive rosin press. I'm making my personal home rosin press.
We made a massive rosin press. How big were the plates?
I can't talk about that. I hate to tell you. Yeah,
Shit.
I'll
It
tell you after
sucks.
the show, but I can't talk
Yeah.
about that. Yeah,
Uh,
but
let's
I
say
am
like,
trying to. Yeah, I am trying to talk to Josh to either get an interview in there with him about the facility itself, or just get a demo because they do
that'd be
distillates there. They
super
do
cool.
carts, rosin. It's all very very clean and neat.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
super cool.
yeah. So Josh,
Yeah.
if you're watching, I'm asking you again.
Yeah. So am I. No, it'd be really cool.
Yeah,
I'm
good shit.
sure everyone would like to see that.
Well, not everyone understands how distillate's actually made.
Yeah. No.
When I first saw it, I had a good clue how it's made. I didn't realize it was like, what is it, Breaking Bad?
Yeah. It's a process.
It's an art.
It's not. Yeah. It's not, and it is an art. And I've never done it. I've seen how it's done. I still don't understand it yet, but I know that like the art part is the cleanliness of it. Right? Like I've seen they can come out a little bit amber. You want it clear, like you've seen it clear, right?
Yep. Yep. So for the most part, like the way he explained to me in the home garage version, it's like making moonshine.
Right.
So it same principles apply. It goes through a heating process. You separate everything, you bring it back together, condense it, and it's separate. Like you have your terps come up one line, like a little bit earlier. Your actual distillate would be after. So there's different beakers and different lines.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of it's based on the density of the solution itself that will
Yeah.
separate itself. So it's pretty nuts.
Yeah. Wow. That's really
Mhm.
cool.
Mhm.
That's really, really cool. I don't even know. I don't like distillate though. Sorry.
I've actually tried it the first time there a couple weeks ago, and I didn't mind it for certain occasions.
I got a jar of it.
I don't like it. Just ignore this.
No, well, I use it for baking.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's perfect. You know exactly what you're getting because I get like a sheet that tells you the THC level of it.
Yep.
So because they get it tested, so I know what I'm dealing with when I'm putting in a gram of solution that's got a 97% or 94% THC level. I know I'm around 100%. I call it. You know, I got a gram in there. It's pretty easy to dose things.
Oh yeah.
That was the reason why I went with that because when I was doing it with like making butter and making, I never knew how strong anything was ever going to be. It always different.
The only way you can do butter properly is if you mix the hell out of it. You need an automated mixer and let it run for hours to thoroughly mix it through. And then by that point, you're better off just going distillate.
Yeah, I like that. It's fairly inexpensive. I mean, it's not the best distillate, which is also part of the reason why I choose for baking, right? But yeah, it's great. My buddy does the same thing. He makes carts with it. I actually have a little vial of. He does these little. This is like a flavored one.
Okay.
Yeah. Pineapple.
What flavor is it? Oh,
pineapple.
I was just puffing on a red velvet cake there a couple days ago, and it was delicious.
Yeah, it smells delicious. Yeah. And I got these little just like vape carts. I can just refill them.
Okay, nice.
The pops come off it. Stick that in it.
Nice. So do you have any idea what you're popping next, seed wise?
I'll be a little while because I want to test all these out,
Okay.
right? So unless when I do this round, I'm just like, I don't like any of them, then I'll be popping and I'll be like, I don't know what to do. So, because I'm not prepared for that.
I might be popping 4 more seeds in this little 5x5 tent and just little
Yeah,
1 gallons. Just a
just
breeding
something
project.
new. Some of your own stuff.
Yeah, just to see how it works out.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I got plenty of space between the autopots there to run 3 down the middle.
Do you know what you're gonna try?
Probably the 8K to Storm Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
That one's kind of been the focus of my project initially.
Right. Yeah.
I also want to focus on the CBD, but that's gonna be the separate tent because I know the CBD hash plant does have a tendency to harm. So I'm gonna keep that separate from
We don't want that.
everything.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I want to eventually try and breed that out of it. Now the ones I did take, I had for 4 runs, it didn't harm, but the other seeds did. So just
Okay.
because it's in the genetic gene pool.
Super cool.
Yeah. What's going on there?
My wife just brought me a jar and asked me to open it. How funny is that, eh?
Was it Ragu? Was it Ragu?
No, it's something else. It's funny. Definitely not a regular. It would definitely be some sort of organic. Uh, just plain tomato sauce. Should make her own pasta with it.
Oh,
Making pasta. Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Funny.
But
Pop. I
yeah,
could hear the
so
pop though when I turned the thing. Yeah. What's this here? Want to pop some beans, but Canada
oh,
Post
don't even
sucks
get me
apparently.
started. Don't even get
Fuck.
me started, man.
Jeez,
I'm
man.
I'm at the point where I will go around Canada Post. Like I do
Yeah,
my
I think
best.
so. I
Actually,
think so.
if there's a Mr. Bell watching, you know who you are. Your seeds are being sent out through Pure later.
There you go.
Mhm.
You had to, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I had the Canada Post. Just nope, nope. I
Yeah,
tried
they suck.
again, and I'm not sure if it's just me, but apparently, if it's for plants, it's not just him, and not just me. So
Yeah, how long I sent you a little package and it was in your province in
it was
2
in my
days
city. It was
in
in
your
my
city
city in three
in
days,
three
and it
days,
went missing.
and then it went missing, and it took them a month and a half before they finally replied back to me. That's fucked.
Said, yeah, we might have lost it.
Yeah.
My wife's birthday gift. I've had a few other things being sent to me that are just going missing. I've had bills show up a month late. A month late.
That sucks.
Yeah, yeah. So I with a passion hate Canada Post. Just
Next time I send something, I'm gonna use Pure later or
yep. It costs a little extra, but it's
yeah,
from
FedEx.
BC to where I'm at, one day.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. I'll pay the extra $6. That's worth it to
Yeah,
me.
no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On the plus side though, is you did have your package insured and you got paid for what was
yeah,
lost.
that was cool.
Now I just wish I could ask the postman, was it good?
Yeah, no doubt.
Like I wanted to taste it. That's all.
Yeah, it would have been delicious. And now I'm out, so I can't even send you more. It'll be coming though. It'll be coming.
Shucks.
This round, I'll have a whole bunch. I'll have 5 different flavors.
What are you using for nutrients this round? Are you using that new stuff? Or are you using the crop
Yeah,
salt or
yeah,
the
Floraflex.
okay? Okay.
Yeah, just because I was actually going to buy crop salt, but I just saw this was on sale, and I was like, I've never tried it. My one of my local places was selling it on sale, and I picked up just a 1 pound bag of the V1, V2, B1, B2.
Okay.
No full tilt, or their new bloom booster. I'm gonna try to just run it like their old feed schedule when they just had the 4 bags before,
Yeah.
and see how I like it. I know when like Med Grower and I believe Wolverine, those guys, they used to run it before, and I saw their old feed charts because they used to post them. So I'm gonna try to follow that a little bit because they obviously played around with it enough to know. I would guess.
Exactly.
The only thing they added to was a CalMag.
Okay.
They're using RO water. I'm not using tap water.
Do you know what the ppms of your water is though?
Yeah, it's super low. It's like 18 ppms.
And do you know if your local municipality is using chlorine or chloramine?
Chlorine.
Oh, you're lucky. You're
I
lucky.
checked the charts. Yeah, I
I
know.
get
So I just
chloramine
let
and
it sit out overnight, and I'm
yeah.
good to go.
So people who have chloramine in your water, you actually can't off gas it.
No, you
It
can't.
is a myth. You can't. It stays in the water. That's the purpose
The
of
only
it.
way to do it is RO. Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe that's the only way. Maybe, I don't know. What about in a like a regular filter, like a charcoal filter? Would that take that out of it?
I haven't gone that much into detail. I don't know the actual
Me
particle
neither.
size, but I imagine if you get a small enough filter, you can filter it out. But
Mhm.
chloramine's just designed to stay in the water solution.
Yeah,
that's
I know that for sure. It
So,
doesn't off gas. And you can check your city.
yeah, locally, just
Yeah,
Google it, look it up. What's in your
I
water?
did.
They have a full readout.
I was so pumped when I saw it was chlorine. I was like, boom!
Yeah. We were
Yeah, I just
chlorine until
pulled.
2019.
Oh, you just changed.
When it went legal, man, they switched over. It's like they knew.
Shit.
It's actually just cost effective. It's not a conspiracy theory.
Probably. Absolutely. I mean, yeah. And honestly, I mean, technically it works better because it's not evaporating.
Yeah, no, you don't have to keep adding it in.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Why does it keep costing so much?
Yeah. Why how's this shit so expensive? So yeah, I pull my water out. I just leave it out overnight and then I add feed to that. But I believe on their feed chart, they say they want you to start with, they would like you to start with, if you're using RO water, they want you to put a splash of tap water in there, they said.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
There's not just calcium, magnesium. There's other micro
Yeah.
minerals.
I don't remember what the chart said. It had something to do with helping with, I think that's the chart that has no CalMag chart, maybe.
Thanks, Perp. Perp says a charcoal, RV charcoal filter will work for filtering out the chloramine.
Oh, you're fantastic, Perp. Thank you, brother. Yeah, that's good. Tweed. Yeah, that's really good.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, exactly right.
Oh,
That's
That's a good one.
I guess that's the theory of the conspiracy type that you might have been talking about. That's the word.
I thought no one was gonna get it.
That's the word in the streets in Ontario, I guess. The East Coast or the East. That's
You
great.
got that chloramine, man.
Yeah, it says here to start EC with preferred CalMag, so they want you to use CalMag with this. Yes.
Oh, nice. So Perp and T Barrington are saying that they make you add the tap water to either add ion bufferings and it helps buffer. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's Supreme Grape. You made it. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, Supreme. How's it going, bud?
Oh.
Yes, that's nice to know that it's as easy as a like an RV charcoal filter.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty
And
simple.
they're not too expensive.
No, and you can put one just on. You get something you can just screw onto a tap and
Yep.
take it on and off. Yeah. Awesome. Lucky I don't have to deal with that.
I just bottle my water, bring it in.
I would collect rainwater if I were you. Your area.
If I wasn't moving houses in the near future, I would. We and my wife talked about that. Every year they do the free rainwater barrel. So you can get one free barrel for your household.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah. Just it's the first come first serve. There's like 250 and they line up like the night before.
Yeah, for sure.
You definitely know who your farmers are when you go there. Everyone's got the little bit of gear on or whatever. It's
That's
you
awesome.
You grow.
Yeah. Yeah, I know why you want rainwater and you want rainwater, but I can't figure out why you want rainwater. That's great.
Like, really, you too?
You'd be surprised. There's more people growing than you think.
Yep. My favorites when you take a walk down the street and you're looking over the fences, like not looking over the fences, but you're looking, you just see the tops of plants over the fence. And it's like, buddy, you need to tie those down a little bit.
Time for a tie down.
Yeah.
Or you're thinking, damn, that's big.
Oh, There's some good ones in the neighborhood, man. There are some
That's
good ones.
awesome. That's awesome.
Like in the recent, like from my window, I can see 4 different plants. Like 4 different houses have plants. So
Oh, that's great. That's
Mhm.
great. So they're doing a good job at keeping it hidden. Oops.
From what I noticed around here, a lot of people use the planters and bring them in the shed overnight.
That's
They,
smart.
they put them away.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
And if you are growing outside, please, I understand you want to keep your plants safe. Do not booby trap them. It's an illegal offense federally. It's going to be a world of hurt if someone actually calls the cops on you. I know it's illegal for them to steal it from you, but if you injure them in that manner, you're fucked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just set up a fucking light on a fucking motion
Deer camera.
sensor.
Deer camera.
Yeah, get a camera.
They had a
Motion
case in
sensor in the way.
Cambridge, the city over, where a buddy got caught robbing the plants, and the person called the cops. It was like a week or the first summer went legal. It called the cops. The cops went over his house, made him return the plants back to the owner.
Of course.
Yeah, it's okay. There you go. It actually works now.
Yeah. Different
Different time.
different days out there. Definitely different days out there.
Mhm.
Ah, yeah, that's a whole nother subject. I I think it's pretty cool that people are growing weed outside now, though. Like, especially if it's just like the average Joe, just because he can. Got a few seeds, pops them. It's really
My
cool.
favorite's when neighbors realize that you grow and they start asking you questions like, "Hey, what happened? What's this leaf mean? Like,
Yeah,
how would you learn this?" And it starts just kind of going, "Okay, you want to learn? Here's a book. Take this
yeah,
one. Give
yeah,
it back when you're done, or give it to the next neighbor because his plants need help too."
yeah. Those books are great.
I literally have usually 3 or 4 just kicking around all times.
There you go.
Yeah. Breeder's Bible, then I have botany. There's also a couple on my phone for audio versions.
Yeah, I have some on my phone.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Ed Rothenhall. What is it?
Rosenthal, yeah.
I'm trying to think what the actual book is. The third edition.
The
Encyclopedia.
microbes.
No,
Oh no,
it's cannabis encyclopedia. I think it is. It's got a great
oh,
chart for nutrient deficiency or toxicities.
okay. I'm
It's just
thinking
like a little algorithm. You go through your plotter points, and you can usually figure out what it is pretty close.
cool. Yeah, I've seen that for sure.
Yeah. It's a very commonly Googled thing for new
Yeah,
growers.
yeah.
I have one
Like
taped
the
to my wall.
antagonist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one on my wall.
Everyone does. It just convenient to have like, wait, there you go.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh,
That's funny. Well, I think that's basically it for today. I think next week we'll get together, have another update on the gardens.
yeah.
Hopefully I'll be flipped into flower by then, so we get a couple of days into this little stretch and see if I can bend these things. I don't know if I'm gonna flip it into flower yet. I'm gonna go in there today and
Veg them
do
out.
do another do another maintenance tuck of all the tops that are a little bit too tall and see if I can get another, if I could do another week in there in veg, I would be a much happier person.
So over the time of me growing, I've learned every time I've gone an extra week of veg, even against my best judgment, it's always turned out as a better crop.
Mm.
As long as it's not like it's an extra week of veg and I'm not, killing the plants that week. If things
Yeah.
keep going a
No,
course. Yeah.
no, they'll be fine. They're healthy.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't want to I don't want the roots to get too overwhelmed though either in there. So I don't want to veg them too long because when I flip, they're going to grow a lot.
Oh yeah, the balloon out.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm definitely going to give her a few more days.
Nice.
And hopefully maybe by next week you can get an update and see how your garden's looking. Maybe we can find a way to make that work out too. You can
I've already got some ideas here.
Do a phone login too or something. Yeah, or maybe your little camera if you get your camera going by then. Yeah, so that's basically it. Thanks everyone for popping in. Appreciate it. Again,
Where
we're
can
here
they
just
find
to
you,
hang
cuz?
out. Find me here, man. I'm here every week. We're gonna be chilling like this, just hanging out. We love it when people jump on with us, help the conversation come along, give us some more input. It's really awesome. Also, check me out on Neighborhood Grows. Hang out there on Mondays with the boys and the girls.
the boys and Lori
Yeah,
and MLT.
that's right. That's right. Schwoob, where are we gonna find you at?
You can find me here every Tuesday, Saturdays, Operation Grow at 4 p.m. Mondays, every once in a while, I'll pop in Neighborhood Grows when the family will allow it. Instagram, should we do?
Yeah,
Yeah, over here.
those places.
Big shout out to TMB Naturals for sending me a bunch of free supplies for helping me out my garden here. It's
Nice.
yeah, big help, big help. An indoor farmer for always being there for fucking when I need shit that I can't order off Amazon.
It's awesome.
Hmm.
Yep. Good company.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.